What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 19 of our UFC 5 career mode here on the channel. Chance getting himself a new 6-fight contract as we are on the hunt for, well, Chance's 50th career victory. Chance sitting at 31 career fights, needs only 19 more to maybe, just maybe, tie, and if he gets 51, surpass Floyd Mayweather's boxing record of 50 wins. Some of those Floyd Mayweather wins might be a little suspect. If we're going to throw in, like, the Jake Paul fight, you know, he just kind of danced around for the whole thing, gets the victory, Jake Paul loses. The McGregor fight, sure, Conor McGregor, you know, one of the best UFC fighters, a, you know, great personality, off the, you know, out of the octagon. I think he ran for, what is it, governor or prime minister of Ireland? Is that something he actually did, right? He ran for, like, the prime minister of Ireland? I think so. I could entirely be wrong, though, so don't quote me if I'm wrong. I'm most likely wrong. But here we go. We're getting ourselves a brand new contract. You know, the People's Champion, here we go, plus 8% of popularity. $75,000 fight bonus. You know, Chance, you know, he's got himself 11 million fans. He's made over 52 million in his UFC career. Well, hey, guess what? Those stats, they're great and all, but, you know, in the eyes of the Hall of Fame, you know, to be the greatest fighter of all time, those stats don't really mean much unless you have, you know, the pinnacle stats. Unless you meet the actual plateau for where it's like, hey, you've reached this threshold, guess what? You're the best. You know who's definitely not the best? This guy, Paul Craig. We faced Paul Craig so many times. I feel like Paul Craig is like Vulcan. We faced him 4 or 5 times, and their records are shot because they faced Chance 4 or 5 times. And it's maybe, you know, if they don't have to go through Chance Bishop, maybe things turn out a little differently for these guys. But I could also entirely be wrong, and I am just being too enthralled with our own character, possibly. That's something that could be done. But here you go. We are getting ready for this one here. Bishop, you know, he's on the other side of the arena. Paul Craig, though, he's going to get his 20-minute interlude here. He's going to walk out. They're going to hype him up. The Paul Craig fans, guess what? The Paul Craig fans are going to go mental, you know, when they see their fighter come out. You know, but you know who's going to be a little more hyped up when he comes out? Chance. But that's besides the point. Coming out of Scotland forever, am I right, Paul Craig? Yeah, let's not actually make that joke to Paul Craig. He might actually punch me in the face. But multiple time performance of the night winner. He's a black belt in BJJ. He's won 12 straight fights in a row. Has it been that many fights since we fought Paul Craig? Poor Paul Craig, he does not know the gauntlet he is about to run through right now. Paul Craig, hey, good guy. I guarantee you, Paul Craig, one of the nicest people in the entire world. You could probably meet 30,000 people. Paul Craig, probably a super nice guy, honestly. But Chance Bishop doesn't care how nice you are outside of the octagon. All he knows is that, hey, you're standing between him and a victory. 32nd victory of his career. Yeah, I think Chance wants that a little more than being a nice guy to Paul Craig here. But besides that, Chance Bishop, he's coming out here. All of the cheers, all of the jeers, everything. Bishop is ready to rock and roll in this one. So there you go, Chance Bishop, here he comes, big fella. You know, they don't call him the Butcher for no reason. And Paul Craig, he's found that out a few times why they call him the Butcher of New Jersey. So here you go. Look at that, 31 wins, 12 fights in a row via knockout. 12 of his last 12 fights are all done. They're all victories. So Craig, gonna be 11 of 12 of his last 12 fights because Chance is not gonna lose this one, especially to Paul Craig of all people. So Bishop 30, Paul Craig 48 years of age. Jeez. Dude is pushing 50, and he is gonna get his absolute face rocked in. Plain and simple. He's going to get absolutely rocked here in this one. Bishop, Craig, they're getting hyped up right now. Let's get ready to rumble. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go in this one. You know, hey, Disney, don't sue me because I didn't trademark the Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Or no, Disney was the one that got sued. Yeah, the guy that does Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Yeah, Disney used that without getting legal permission and got sued, in case you guys were wondering. So that's a thing, in case you were wondering. So here you go. Well, Craig, is that an autism tattoo? Is that what that tattoo, that puzzle tattoo, is that an autism awareness tattoo? Hey, man. Great organization to represent right there. If you fight for them, do your thing, big fella. Like, do what, brings you joy. Come out here, win these fights. But Bishop opens up with a couple big hits. Craig just eating these in the chin right now. I guess that's why he's got the beard. He's just gonna try and eat punches to the chin. Bishop, big overhand block. Ooh, right to the stomach there. Bishop, another overhand block there. Craig stunned on that hook. Bishop just continuing the assault now with those hooks to the jaw. Bishop favoring definitely that right hook. I don't think he's throwing a single left punch yet. But a nice big overhand does stun Craig. Craig, small cut over that left eye now. Craig goes for the kick, but Bishop beats him with the fist. Craig backed into the corner now. Bishop and Craig trading blows back and forth. Bishop backing Craig up now. Big kick to the rib cage. Bishop takes one to the jaw. And Craig, he's trying to find opening right now. Bishop hit and run tactics stuns Paul Craig. Another big cut. He is wobbling here in the octagon. Taking that one to the chin right now. Craig needs to do something here. He's not going to have himself much longer here in this octagon. So Craig, ooh, that's a big punch. Bishop down on the ground. Craig on top of him. Goes for a stomach shot there for some reason. Not sure why Craig did not take advantage of Bishop being in the lesser position. But Craig going for a submission right now. Bishop, this is not something he trains much for. Not something he's the best at. But Chance, ooh, that face is getting red. He is trying to cut off as much circulation as possible. Chance needs to get out of this one, and he does at the last second. Face looking like a tomato out there. And Chance taking something he learned from the Hill fight. Just hold on to him. Don't let him go. Don't let me go, Jack. Bishop stunned again. Big punch to the jaw. He's got him wobbling. Craig, though, still's got that cut over that eye. That eye, not too bad. Bishop back down on the mat. The 1-2 punch has Bishop definitely seeing stars. Craig taking hook after hook after hook. Big hook missed there with the duck. Bishop back on the ground. Bishop, ooh, he is stunned here in this one. Craig, that cut of that eye right there is definitely getting worse here. Doctor stoppage, maybe. If Bishop can even get in there. Craig, just doing what he can now. Big kick there. Just doesn't seem like it landed. Didn't do his job, but definitely bought Craig some distance. Now both fighters locked up. Bishop left, right, left on the hooks. Here he goes. Uppercut. Now Bishop backing up. Now he is definitely winded here after that last-minute barrage. Craig's face absolutely bloodied here in this one. Massive cut opening up, and out comes the referee, and here comes the doctor. Paul Craig, he is arguing for his life right now. I am still good to fight. That is about from eyebrow to right about the eye right there. So it's a big 4 or 5 inch cut right there. Maybe a little less. Maybe it's like a 3 or 4 inches. It's still a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's 3 to 4 inches is still a lot. But here you go. Bishop fight continues here. 30 seconds in round 1. Bishop opens up with a massive overhand. Craig stumbling. Now here we go. Uppercut missed. Uppercut missed. Bishop looking to end this fight before round number 2. Craig is backpedaling to save his life. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Now that punch is going to get him right before time expires. So Bishop, he did not get out of that fight unscathed. But Paul Craig definitely is dealing with a lot more over there. Massive cut there on the temple. About 3 to 4 inches, I'd say. Fairly deep with the amount of blood that's coming out of his face hole. So Bishop here. Oh, Craig goes for the spinning punch and just did not work out there. Bishop, again, coming out hot and heavy with these hooks. Craig, that cut doesn't seem like... I don't know what they did with that cut there again. But that cut definitely is not closed up. Bishop's face bloodied as well. 2 fighters going back and forth at it. Craig takes Bishop to the ground, because Craig knows of all the times he's faced off against Chance that he does not do well on the ground. Bishop gets out of that one quickly. Now here this fight continues on their feet, and out comes the doctor yet again. 59 seconds into round number 2. Not really sure what difference has happened here against Craig. That temple cut doesn't seem to be any different. Yeah, the doctor doesn't like it this time, though. Doctor's going to stop this fight. Maybe it has something to do more with the eye opposed to the actual temple. But hey, doctor stoppage there. Big victory for Chance Bishop. TKO on that. So Chance continues his run of dominance here. 30-second victory in his career. You love to see that for Chance. Big 30-second victory here. Now Bishop definitely got his face pushed in there. Look at that. Paul Craig looking a lot nicer. They didn't clean Chance up at all. Didn't give him a moist towelette. Didn't do anything with the young kid here. Sure, he's 30. He's not a kid no more. But you don't do anything here. You don't, give him a cloth to wipe up with. A warm towelette, something. I mean, Paul Craig looked like he didn't even fight Chance. Bishop was absolutely brutalized here. But a nice TKO victory. Bishop picks up 3 injuries there. That longevity goes down 7.4%. So, I mean, every fight, we're just getting closer and closer to the inevitable end of this series. I mean, I hope we're probably going to get 40 wins, I'd say. 50, I mean, it seems like a stretch. 50's, we got to get, 32nd? We get 30, hopefully 33. So, what was that? 5, 7, 9. That's 4 episodes to 40. So that's like 9 more episodes after this just to even consider getting 50 and 51. I don't know. Is that possible? Possibly. We could possibly, absolutely go on a run of things and just get a bunch of, AI fighters that are really bad at fighting, and we could just absolutely, push their faces in. But we could also just get Yuri every time, who is an absolute powerhouse, and I hate fighting him. Let's be honest. Of all the fighters Chance has faced, he doesn't take Paul Craig seriously. He doesn't take Johnny Walker seriously. He doesn't take, apparently, Hill seriously. He doesn't take Vulcan, all that seriously. Jiri, however this guy wants to say his name, with his, massive ponytail and his, soul patch on the top of his head. This guy Chance takes seriously. Look at those muscles. Those are muscles on that man's right there. Out of Chechnya. Alright, yeah, he's a Chechen fighter. That sounds about right. Jiri Prochazka? Prochazka. Right? Jiri Prochazka? Yuri Prochazka? Maybe I said his name right. I probably said it wrong. But Chance, come on, you gotta do something here. Former Czech champion of Muay Thai. Made his debut in 2020. High switch stance ability. Okay. We'll be switching stances real quick. Dude's a unit here. Absolute powerhouse. Look at that. I feel like his shoulders are wider than Chance at his widest point. Yuri here is just an absolute unit of a man. And Chance, every time he fights him, he is always in for a fight. Fight of fights for Chance, which every time these two go head to head. And it's because he's a great fighter. Great fighters respect great fighters. Bishop, looking like a hungry dog out there. He's nervous. Let's be honest. He is definitely nervous fighting this guy. But hey, Chance can't show that to anyone. He can't be like, yeah, I'm nervous, and let the whole world see that he's nervous. Not how this works. Not how this works at all. Bishop, he's going to come out here. He's going to come out rocking and rolling. He's going to get his thing done. But Chance knows that. Chance knows that he can't take, honestly, any of these fights lightly. No matter how much we bash on Paul Craig or Johnny Walker when we fight them, Chance knows that you have to take them seriously. Plain and simple, take them seriously at all times, because if you don't take them seriously, that's how you get knocked out in the first round. You don't win 12 fights in a row via knockout. Yeah. I mean, I like that. I had nothing to talk about Chance. I did the same stat twice. It went 12 fights in a row via knockout, and it went 12 for the last 12 fights via knockout. So in case you're wondering, Chance has won his last 12 fights via knockout. So good for Chance Bishop here. With the 31-year-old Bishop taking on the 44-year-old Yuri Prochazka. 36-7-1. Bishop 32-0. So hopefully we can get our 33rd victory here by the end of this episode. But this guy, if there was one guy, honestly, that I feel like could take the belt from us, it's going to be Jiri here. just because I feel like dude's an absolute unit. He never goes down easy. I feel like we literally just have to get lucky shots on him that he doesn't expect, and he just opens himself up. He goes for a big hit, we hit him with a big hit, and we knock him out. I guarantee I feel like that's the only way we actually beat him. That's just my opinion, though. I could entirely be wrong. Maybe we're just a better fighter than him. He does have 7 losses and a tie. We do not. He does also have, more fights than us. He has over 40 fights in his career. What is that, 36, 7, and 1? You're looking at, I don't know, I can't do math. 44 fights? Something like that? 45? 44 fights, right? 36, 7. Yeah, that's 44 fights in his career. So here we go. Bishop. Ooh, starts off slow here. Let's Yuri absolutely just close the gap on him. And Bishop comes out with the hooks. Heavily with that right hook right there. Yuri, very quick fighter here, though. He is, Bishop. He does have that Mike Tyson-esque stance right here. But Yuri, very open stance right now. And he knocks him down right there. So big hit right there. Picks him up, puts him back down. Clinching uppercuts for Chance Bishop right here. Gets him 8 points extra. So a lot of our points, I feel like, just kind of get used to retaining our abilities. Keeping Chance with the heavy hitting. Keeping Chance with the lightning fast hands. Because they seem like they just regress after every couple fights. Yuri. Ooh, up at the big cut right there over his left eye. So, knowing our last couple fights, how they've ended, I would not be surprised if we could land another big hit here. That the doctor might come out for that one. Bishop, at the reach of his advantage here, 77 inches against Yuri's 80 inches. So he's definitely going to get in closer than what he's normally used to hopefully avoid some of these hits and to, just land some of his own. Yuri knocked down on that one. That cut is definitely opened up right here. Bishop, takes up a quick hands and a big punch, knocks him out, laid out on that one. Bishop gets the knockout victory. Like I said, I feel like we just get some lucky hits every once in a while. A jab or a hook right there. That's what it was. That's a hook right there. Just gets in there, lays him out, and a big victory there. Yuri doesn't look like he even got hit all that bad. Bishop face clearly look a little bruised right there. Looking a little worse for wear. But Yuri, little cut over his eye. That's about it. Doesn't matter though. That's how the UFC works. Sometimes you just land that right hit, and it knocks you out. It lays you out right there. Bishop continues his run of dominance here in the UFC. And much respect, though, for Bishop and his opponent. No matter how much we bag on our opponents, there's always much respect between the two of them. No hard feelings. And it's the thing, too. If the other guy beats us, the other guy beats us. And it's just one of those things here in this sport that, hey, I'm trying to beat you, you're trying to beat me. But at the end of the day, we understand it. No bad blood between the two parties here. And a big victory, though, for Chance. Look at that, no injuries, though. That's a surprise. We've been getting a ton of injuries the last couple of episodes. So I'm glad that we get off scot-free in this one. But a big victory there over Yuri. Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We upload daily content here for sports content. But nice to meet you, though. Peace out, rock on, stay super class. And stay tuned for next episode here of our Chance Bishop UFC 5 career.